This set of videos that we're making are instructional for our beginning students to help clarify how I'm teaching these techniques at this time. Perhaps you'll be able to use them as well, so that is why I'm making them public. There's so many different ways of doing techniques, and people have their own different styles, and even within the styles there's different styles. So that's why I'm clarifying exactly how I'm doing things to make it easier for my students to understand what I'm looking for on a test. I teach Kotegaeshi Omote. There's very few, almost none, in the Iwama Style. But Nishio Sensei was throwing Kotegaeshi Omote all the time. So we had equal amount of Kotegaeshi Omote and Kotegaeshi Ura. I put a video up on YouTube about Kotegaeshi Omote at Takinagawa. What I have done is Nishioized Iwama Style to develop a Kotegaeshi Omote. As he comes in, I'm going to spin backwards about 270 degrees. I'll show this as I do it. So as he comes in with a punch, I still have the wedge out here. It's still like I'm coming up to brush my hair away. It's a contact that stays with contacts with his wrist as the punch comes in. So here, and this turn puts this hand out here where I've got a very effective attending if I want to use it. In the Nishio style, this is more like a rake the eyes that's going over the top of the head all the time. And then I step with the forward foot back and swing this down and catch the hand like a shihonage. And as this comes up, coming up to facilitate turning my hand over, it's like I'm polishing his wristwatch, and catch his hand from below. And then I can keep going right from there. With this here, now his body is twisted. When I pivot on my forward foot and follow the fingers here and turn it back toward his nose and back down, he's going to twist and fall right down on his knees. His knee buckles and his knee is normally falling right at the point of his forward off balance point. And then I'm right back down to here, catch the inside of the elbow, shuffle around his head and send the hand back in toward his gut, foot up underneath the shoulder, and send the hand over his ear. As he strikes, I'm pivoting back, so you can see my back foot went back here. Now I shift my weight to this foot, and my center is now right on his wrist. This hand's out here for a strike. And then as my right hand in this case cuts down, it catches his hand, and in a shihonage type hold, he turns this and comes back up. And my palm down, come in under, and so the thumb goes into the Kotegaeshi hold grip, flip the left hand over and follow the fingers, turn it back toward his nose and then back down and flip it down. Catch the inside of the elbow, shuffle around his head and send the pinky finger back into his gut right there and keep his elbow down, because when his body starts to go on edge, he'll start to rise. And by keeping his elbow down, it puts stress on the shoulder and causes him to flip even faster. Foot inside in under the armpit, and then knee in behind his wrist, send his hand over his ear. Here. So you can see that hand's out there. My center's more toward his wrist. And then I shift onto the back foot. My front foot opens across his front, twisting him. And now this knee is going to drop right here to the point of the triangle right there. As this comes up, I catch this, and I'm going to pivot on this foot. That knee's going to come down, and he'll twist right down to the mat. So at high speed it can fly, but lower speed, this is much better for senior students who don't want to do a fly. allows them to go down gracefully without too much stress on the bones.